So right now we are pouring Ultra-High Performance Concrete. This is the bond that kind of holds the bridge together. We're learning that our mock-up, which was our test run, was a really good idea. We learned a lot from the mock-up. We had a lot of leaks, a couple issues, and we fixed them all. The contractor was able to do a pretty good lessons learned a lot from the mock-up, the test run, and it's just flowing smoothly here. We had to go in and vacuum some water out, and then we have guys with sprayers that are constantly spraying down the sides of the forms because it's kind of hot still a little bit, and it's drying out a little bit. Yeah, we've been waiting a long time for this. There's a lot of people, really interested in seeing this because this is a pretty big deal in the construction world, especially here in Oklahoma. This is the first time we've done this amount of UHPC on any job. And we're really happy with the way it's going. Knock on wood, it's going really good so far. They're doing a great job. Everything's working the way it should. We have to keep it between 80 and 90 degrees. That's the mix design. That's what's required for this stuff. And they've got charts, calculations they do for their mixtures because you have to put in so much of the powder, so much of the steel fibers, so much water, and then ice as well to maintain that temperature. And Lafarge, they've done this a lot. They've worked with this stuff a lot, so they've got it down to a science, and they're putting in the right amount. We're seeing 84 degrees on every batch, 84 to 85.
So for this project, the most significant aspect of the bridge replacement is the use of ultra-high performance concrete. We call it UHPC. We use it to primarily connect deck panels together. We use that instead of post-tensioning the panels together. Oklahoma gets fairly warm during the day, so we're wanting to have a cooler temperature. So when we're placing the ultra-high performance concrete, we don't have direct sunlight on the edges that come into contact with the ultra-high performance concrete. It's just a better set of conditions for the placement. I started with the Tulsa District for the Corps in 2015, and we started this project in 2017. And then a couple of years ago, I moved to Portland District to be close to family. But I was asked and I was allowed to still participate in this project during construction. Okay, we have 11 spans. It's over we still have to have access to equipment that operate the gates. We have spillway gates. We still need to have access to the equipment, and that influenced how we designed the bridge. This bridge has two primary girders, which is fairly unusual. The girders are 24 feet apart, and in a normal highway bridge, the girders might be 8 to 10 feet apart. So we had to do that because of the equipment below the bridge. We still need to have access and still need to be able to operate the equipment.
Well, this is a very unique project. As you know, this is one of the first UHPC jobs that we've seen. And so it's been quite a learning experience to us. We did a mock-up prior to this deck that we're building right now, and we have learned greatly from doing that mock-up how you've got to work with this stuff and install it. In most cases, most states have many, many bridges that are deficient and need repair, replacement, or something like that. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And we always hear about these accidents of bridges collapsing and things like that. So there's a lot of it that needs to be done and a lot of infrastructure that needs to be built. We like a difficult challenge. We always have and we always will, and this is one of them. And not everybody wants to bid or build a job like this, but we really enjoy it, and God's blessed us. Yes, we're proud to be here, proud to be a part of it. And I'll say this, we work for the Corps everywhere, just about, in a couple of state area from Arkansas. And these guys out of Tulsa have been the best group that I think we've ever worked with. They're just wonderful to work with. So they've made it very interesting for us and have made it much less difficult for us. We didn't understand how high-tech it was, and it's new, and the Corps really wanted to do it. We thought, well, what are they doing here? And they explained to us why they're wanting to do it, because this is a coming thing. This material is going to be used everywhere. And this is one of the first jobs in this area, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and we're so glad that we got to be a part of it. We are.